Hello, my friends. So, it finally happened. We've been waiting for it, and it finally happened. WebEx has breakout rooms. WebEx Meetings has breakout rooms. So, this video is going to be sort of a tutorial on how to use those breakout rooms in WebEx Meetings. Okay, so if you missed our Friday get together, no problem. Don't worry about that. We had a lot of fun. We sort of messed around with the breakout rooms and put people in breakout rooms and saw what we could do with them. It was a great way to practice. The recording is weird. I did record it, but the recording is weird because when I leave and then I come back, it just shows me and it's weird. Okay, so let's get into this one. Let's do this. So I'm going to share the screen here real quick, and then I am going to share my meeting window so that you can see exactly what I am seeing. All right, so you're now seeing what I'm seeing now. You might see some weird audio delay between the share and all of that, so don't worry about it. That happens. The main thing is to show you how to use the breakout rooms. So if you look up here at the top in this menu area, I guess is what you call it. In this menu area right here, you'll see breakout. Now you have to enable your breakout rooms first before you get a button down at the bottom. So I'm going to go up here and enable my breakout session. There we go, enable breakout session. And there is the button now for my breakout sessions, okay? And that's gonna allow me to move people into breakouts and all of that kind of stuff. Now keep in mind, I'm doing this on WebEx right now with nobody here. So I'm gonna create breakout rooms that won't have any people in them. So that'll look a little weird, but it's all right. If you have questions about any of it, just let me know and I'm here to help you. So I'm gonna click on breakout sessions right there. There it is, awesome. Now, you have two choices. You can assign people manually, or you can have them assigned automatically, and it'll just put those people in there. It won't start the breakout session until you hit start breakout session. So you don't have to worry like, okay, if I put everybody in automatically, is it just going to send them off to the breakout rooms? No, it's not going to do that. If you put them in automatically, it will it'll take a second before you hit. It'll give you a chance to look at where everybody is in what rooms, okay? And you'll be able to then say, all right, this person, that person, this person, that person. All right, all the rooms look good. If you do it manually, then it's all you choosing who goes where, and that's completely up to you. If you like the automatic idea, do the automatic. If you like the manual, do the manual. All right, so we have 0 participants, obviously, in the sessions right now, but I can create anywhere up to 100 sessions. Okay, so I can kind of keep going here if I wanted to. I can create up to 100 sessions. Right now, I'm just going to create 3. I don't know, just to show you. I'm going to create 3, and I'm going to have it automatically assigned. You'll notice it's not going to assign anybody right now. But if it did, right, so if I had people in this session, what you would see is all of those people listed under your breakout session number. So here's your breakout session number, breakout session 1 and 2 and 3 and so on and so forth. And you would have everybody listed then underneath that breakout session number. Now, some people are like, I don't like it being named breakout session 1. Cool, rename it. You can rename it by clicking that little rename button that was right next. See, there it is right there. Click the little rename button. I want to name it mac and cheese. All right, so there you go. That'd be breakout group mac and cheese. My students don't forget their breakout room numbers because I don't put them as numbers. If I say you're in number 1, you're number 2, number 3, they're like, wait, which one was I in? 1, 2, or 3? I don't remember. I heard so many numbers. I don't do that. So what I do is I go, you're in mac and cheese. You are in salad. You are in grilled cheese. You are in steak. And just put people in all of those different ones, and you can name them whatever you want. It's fine. I had one person named them after football teams, which I thought was great until I went, wait, hold on. If I'm a Packers fan, I'm not going to want to be in Team Bears. So, maybe be careful about that. But I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan. I wouldn't want to be in, New York Giants or New England Patriots or something like that. All right, so there's your breakout room assignments right there. And underneath all of these, you will see the names of all of your students then in those breakout rooms, okay? You can assign people to the breakout room by going over here to the assign. And of course, you can delete the breakout room by clicking on delete. Now, if I want to assign someone, now I am the host, so I can go into any of the breakout rooms at any point in time. That's kind of up to me, right? I'm the host, so I can go into any of the breakout rooms. The other thing is WebEx added a co-host feature, which is really awesome because your co-host can do the same thing. You can keep your co-host out of the breakout sessions, and your co-host can then go into all of those breakout sessions as well, which is really cool. Your co-host can bounce between all of those breakout sessions. Really neat. Okay? And so here I am as the host. If I wanted to assign a person, I would select that person, and then out to the side, you'll see assign, okay? If there's a person in here, and let's say there's someone in mac and cheese, and you want to move them to breakout session number 2, I feel bad for them because mac and cheese is pretty cool, and breakout session number 2 is just, breakout session number 2. But if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to move somebody from it, you will see a little next to their name where it will say move, and you can then move them to a different session. So for example, you go, well, wait a minute, I actually don't want that person in breakout 1, I want them in breakout 2. I'm going to move them into breakout 2. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. Okay? You can also, select everyone and move them all to a session, which I wouldn't do that because then that's just a regular session. Why would I don't get it. But you could actually move them all to a session. Or let's say, for example, someone came back to the session and they were sitting here. You just click on them like I'm clicking on me right now, and then you can click move to a session, and you can push that person back into their session and go, hey, it wasn't time to come back yet, sorry, and then put them back in their session. They also have the option to rejoin their session. I'm going to show you the settings in a second. They have the option to rejoin their session if they somehow knock themselves out of it, or they get kicked out or whatever. They have that option to rejoin their session. If I want to add a session from here, I go, oops, I actually wanted to add 4. Well, that's fine. Just add in now breakout session number 4. And you notice it came out as breakout session 1 because we actually don't have a breakout session 1. We have mac and cheese now. But you can add another one. So there you go. You can add another one, and then of course you can delete it as well. All right, so let's take a look at what happens when you hit start on the breakout sessions. So here we go right there. Boom, start. And off and running. Let me get rid of this. And then you can see here are all the breakout sessions now in the panel to the right. All of my breakout sessions are there in my panel to the right. And I can join any of those breakout sessions at any time by just clicking on the join button. I'm not going to do that right now because if I do that, the recording is just going to be, what's going on in the general. So we did find that out. People were asking, can you record in each of the breakout sessions? The answer is no. You can record in the general session, but you can't record in each of the breakout sessions. Not yet. I have been told by WebEx that is something that they are working on having in, but no, right now you cannot record in those breakout sessions. Okay? And then, of course, there's your main meeting information, and you can always see if someone is backing your main meeting, something like that. There you go. You can find them right there. Breakout sessions, there we go. Okay. I'm going to bring those settings back up again because I want to show you what it looks like on my side. So if I wanted to end all the breakout sessions, I can end all those breakout sessions right now by clicking end breakout sessions, of course. Broadcast, this is kind of neat. So with broadcast, I can actually send a message to everyone in my breakout session. Hello, everyone. Right? And so when I do that and I click send, that now sends it to those groups. If I want to select certain sessions, so I just want to send it to mac and cheese, or maybe I just want to send it to a certain person, say I have a co-host who's bouncing around going through all of them, I can send that message to just the co-host if I wanted to. Okay, so I can send those messages to those students. Some people asked, can I upload a file to this? No. Can I put a link in here and tell them to go to the link? Yeah, you can put the link in there, but it's just going to show up as a message, and they're not going to be able to copy and paste that link and then, or click on the link and go to whatever it is. So if you're doing that, the best thing to do is probably leave that link somewhere else, leave it in Blackboard, something like that, and then just have your breakout sessions go into Blackboard real quick, open a link if that's what they need to do. Okay? All right, so that's sending a message, which is pretty neat. And it's just broadcast, the broadcast button right there. For the settings, here we go on the settings. Now, the settings on this, I can allow the attendees to return to the main session, right? If I click on this and don't allow the attendees to return to the main session, then it locks them in their sessions. So if you really want them to be in there and not coming back, you can do that, and you can lock them in their in those breakout sessions. I can allow the attendees to join the session later. Sure, yeah, I like that because like if a student comes in late, and you go, oh, hey, you're in number 3, they can just go to breakout 3 on their own. Or I'm sorry, you can assign them to breakout 3 pretty easily, and you don't have to try to figure out exactly where they should be. Okay. Automatically close the breakout sessions after X number of minutes. Well, if you want to, you can do that. You can click on that and then you can change the minutes. Right now it's set to default at 30 minutes, but I don't do that. I just let my students know that we're coming back. I send them a message via broadcast. And the really nice feature is you can have a countdown warning before closing sessions. Now this defaults to on and it defaults to 60 seconds. You can change it. I like the 60 seconds feature. It gives everybody a minute just to kind of end their conversations, figure out what they're going to do, and get ready to be brought back to the session. So it's not like I just click a button, woo, everybody's back, and they're like, whoa, I was having a really great conversation. What happened? You're like, sorry, breakout sessions are over, right? And this way they get a countdown, and it shows that countdown clock in the upper right-hand corner in their breakout session. It actually shows them in that breakout session a little countdown clock, which is really nice because then once I hit that, right, so I hit 60 seconds on this, okay, and then I hit end breakout sessions, that's when the timer starts, okay? So they won't all come back immediately after hitting end all breakout sessions. It gives them one more minute to sort of, finish up what they were doing, end their conversations, that kind of stuff, okay? So there we go. I'm going to leave that on. Now, I don't have any participants in here, so a lot of these aren't selectable at the moment just because I don't have participants in there. Once you have participants in there, then you can change a lot of these parameters, and it will give the 60-second countdown. Because I have nobody in these sessions, when I hit end all breakout sessions, it's just going to end. Okay, it's just going to end. But if there were people in it, it would give them that 60-second countdown clock. Okay, and then I am going to click end all breakout sessions. There you go, end sessions. Done. All right, so the breakout sessions have been ended. Now, what if I want to start them back up, right? So I teach in what I call sort of the club sandwich methodology, right? Where we'll do a little bit of lecture and then a little bit of group work and then a little bit of lecture, a little bit of group work, so on and so forth. So what if I want to start those breakout sessions back up? Just open them up. And they're all still there. They are all still there. So you can restart those breakout sessions again. And those people, especially if you're automatically adding them, they will all still be assigned to those breakout sessions. So you can just click start again, boom, off and running. There you go. Your students are back to their breakout session again. Okay. And then, give it a second because the end all breakout session button will come up. And the end all breakout session button is now up. If I have that setting on there for 60 seconds, cool. And then I hit end all breakout sessions, end sessions, give it 60 seconds, and they will all come back automatically to your meeting. Now, what if I don't want to do that? What if I want to mix up the groups again and, start all over again? Then hit breakout sessions and hit reset. There you go, reset. Okay? And it will create new sessions. So now this time instead I want to do 7 or 8 sessions, and I want automatically, and I'm going to click reset. And there you go. There are my 8 sessions. You notice mac and cheese is gone. We have session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And underneath all of those, you will see all of those people. Okay, you'll see them all added to it if you did it automatically. If you do it manually, you'll see them all over here, and then you can go in and select and move them to whatever breakout room you want them to be in. There'll be a little menu that'll come up next to their name. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and X that off because I don't need to start new breakout sessions. I already showed you how to use them. I hope that you love the breakout sessions in WebEx. I'm enjoying them. I think they're pretty awesome. If you have any questions whatsoever, you know how to get in touch with me. wballo@madisoncollege.edu. That's WBALLO@madisoncollege.edu. And I'll see you on the next one.